In the meantime, we're going to talk a little bit about something we've talked about quite a few times on the programme before. It is a type 2 diabetes, which affects approximately 3.5 million people in the UK, costing the NHS tens of billions of pounds.
But as the condition is largely caused by lifestyle choices, can it be reversed? Subject of a new documentary on ITV tomorrow night. Let's have a look.
Britain is in the grip of a £14 billion crisis. Type 2 diabetes is bringing the NHS to its knees.
Type 2 diabetes now accounts for 10% of the NHS budget.
But what if there was another way? Welcome to the Fast Fix Clinic, Britain's first Type 2 diabetes reversal unit.
That's empty.
Where 5 human guinea pigs will live off a radical ultra-low-calorie diet.
They're going to have 800 calories. 600 calories is what we consider starvation.
That could reverse the condition in just 8 short weeks.
This experiment offers a fantastic opportunity
to undo years of damage.
I'd be lying if I didn't say I was partial to a burger.
They'll be pushed to breaking point.
It sounds like prison. Alcatraz, here I come.
Well, it's a fascinating idea. One of the participants, a friend of the programme, I think we're going to call you, is Dan Sodergren, and he joins us now. Morning.
Morning.
I had no idea. I mean, I see you quite a lot here in the programme, and I didn't know you'd taken part in this.
Yeah. I had type 2 diabetes, so yeah, I did.
So you had type 2 diabetes. Were you surprised?
I got diagnosed in November.
Right.
And so that's what happened to me. So I was diagnosed in November. Luckily enough, I'd wrote a blog about it, talking about how I thought it was quite an exciting time because I needed to do a life change. And then because someone picked it up, all of a sudden I was on this programme. Now, it's called Fast Fix Diabetes, and it's great you said that before because actually it's about type 2 diabetes. So it's not all diabetes. You have to be very clear here. Only type 2 diabetes could actually have a kind of a fast fix, and it could be reversed. And that's the exciting part, that actually you might be able to reverse it.
Just tell us a little bit about how the condition was affecting you.
Well, I mean, I had loads of the symptoms for quite a while. So I was thirsty, I was tired, I was feeling very, very lethargic, and I wasn't really myself, but I hadn't been for quite a while. And they actually found it because I'd went into the doctors for something else. I actually went in for a completely different reason, because type 2 diabetes is linked to lots of other complications, one of them being dementia, Alzheimer's as well, and kind of cognitive decline. So because I'm a training guy and I do consultancy work, so I realised I couldn't have my brain be affected by this. And they found out I had type 2 diabetes. Then I wrote this blog about it, and then I managed to get onto the show.
Okay, but were you surprised when they told you had type 2 diabetes? I mean, had there been something in your diet, perhaps, or was there anything?
I was really shocked, but as we talked about before, you're 6 times more likely to get it from different backgrounds, and coming from an Afro-Caribbean background, I'm 6 times more likely to get it. But I didn't know that. And if I'd known, I wouldn't have eaten the kind of stuff I was eating before, which wasn't particularly bad, but for me it was particularly bad. So for me it was actually, I can't process carbohydrates as well, and I tend to put weight around my stomach and actually internally. And that could be one of the reasons why I got type 2 diabetes. There's lots of research that's going out there at the moment. So one of the great things about being on the show was I got to meet people like Professor Roy Taylor and Jason Gill and Zoe Williams as well. And they're kind of pioneers in this field, and they found out that you can reverse it, and that's one of the most exciting things.
Yeah. Well, it's a bold claim in a very short space of time. Was it 8 weeks, I heard?
The whole thing takes about 100 days, and so if you're going to say you could reverse it or put it into remission, you have to have 3 months for your blood tests as well. So it's a big thing. So as you see there, I wasn't horrendously overweight, I didn't think. But I definitely may have needed to lose a little bit of weight. But my liver fat was the biggest problem. That was the biggest thing. 27% liver fat, because I was keeping all my fat inside me, so you couldn't really see the fat. And 27% liver fat, it could almost kill you. And it's that bad. It should be around 2 to 4%.
I know that you found this tough, so it's sort of like an extreme diet, isn't it? What did you have, and how did it make you feel?
Well, it's between 600 to 800 calories a day. If you think about it,
very little.
Yeah, well, they say you might have to have 2,500 for men or something. I think that's too high, but neither here nor there. And so it really does affect you. It's a harrowing thing. I mean, I was hit by a car when I was younger, and I've had some pretty weird things happen to me. But this is the worst thing that I actually ever been through, because you literally eat yourself from the inside out. It's not an easy process, but at the end of it, my big thing is not about me, it's actually about the NHS, because if you think about it, if it's costing £10 billion, and we have 4 million people that have this, there could be a way of saving, if what they're saying, the research is saying, either between 25% to 75% of people could reverse it, if that's true, you could save £5 billion a year.
It
That
is
could save the
worth-
NHS.
Yeah, and it's worth saying, isn't it, Dan? You went through this process with expert advice and whatever, and that's the caution around this.
Absolutely.
Always, any treatment or any process you go through should be done with consultation.
But it had to be. This was a medical thing that they did in a proper thing. When you watch it on Wednesday, 9 o'clock, ITV, you can see how serious the whole thing is.
I'm just going to give that warning again. It is lovely to see you, and you do look well. I know you won't tell me how much you've lost, but you look well. There is a warning, so no diabetic should consider the diet without consulting their doctor, and it is not suitable for anyone on insulin. He already said it, though. The Fast Fix Diabetes is on ITV tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Thank you.